Okay, good morning, everyone. I'd like to open up this Polk County Board of Commissioners. It is February 25th. All commissioners are present. Extra agendas are on the back table. First up on the agenda is comments for on this agenda. And we'd like to address the board. That would be the time. Okay. Next up is approval of agenda.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes unanimous. Next up, approval of minutes from February 11th, 2026 and the February 18th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes unanimous. Approved consent calendar.
I move approval.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes unanimous. Next topic, advisory question, Fairgrounds and Event Center. I think probably what brought everybody here today. So Mr. Greg Hansen.
Yes, Mr. Chair, members of the board, you're here to make a decision whether the county wishes to put forth a advisory question on the May ballot. That advisory question would involve future funding for the Polk County Fairgrounds and Event Center and whether the public would support a levy in November or not. This is the time to make the decision so we can get it on the ballot if that is your wishes. So it's basically up to you. We had a February 11th public hearing. We actually had two over the same topic, one at 9 a.m. and one at 6 p.m. The public hearings were well attended by the general public with lots of comments, both pro and against putting an advisory question on the May ballot. So it's decision time for members of the board to determine whether to move forward with that or not, and then consider a levy in November. You wouldn't consider, you will not be able to basically put something on the levy in November. That would just be the direction to staff to start preparing stuff and that to go before you and then have public hearings and go through the same process. So I turn it over to the board to make their decision.
Okay, comments.
Well, I can start. I really appreciate staff preparing this advisory question and the process and for all the members of the public for speaking to the board, both at the fair board meeting and also during our public hearings. We received lots of commentary about this question, and it really seemed that the advice we received from the public is to seek a levy in November and to go directly to the funding question and bypass that advisory question. That's where I would like to move for this board, is to direct staff to prepare that levy process for November. However, I think the advice from the community continues and needs to continue from now until that election. But the fiscal realities have not changed in my mind. There's still a big gap we need to figure out how to fill, both on the revenue side and on this levy revenue side. So the business realities remain, and also the public has asked that we get a bit more involved and go right to that November question. So that's what I'm prepared to do, and to bypass the advisory process in May.
I'm in the same space for the most part. Yep. I think the community members and members of the Fair Board made good argument for why we shouldn't do it, the advisory question. So giddy up. Here we go. Move right on to November. But it's still a question in my mind about who's promoting this levy, whether it's the Board of Commissioners or whether it's the PAC. And frankly, I'm all for it, but we need PAC members. We need lots of community members. So I guess the upside of having this question and having the hearings is that we brought a lot of folks out that understood that we're serious financially, that if we can't find alternate solutions here, for sustainable cash flow, for operations and maintenance that, we truly will close that property. So, that was good that we had that kind of engagement. And so we need to capture names of folks that have said, well, I'll help. Okay, good. I've got a number of them in mind. So, yeah, absolutely. Let's get busy aiming for November.
Well, I'm gonna make unanimous to go to that November levy. And I want to echo, and I'm forgetting Paul's last name, but his statement he made was the future of the fairground should not be based on the three of us. We need to give the public a chance to have their voice. So it's gonna take the public to pass this levy. We have some major hurdles to get the information out. Education's a huge piece. We can't have one person doing all the talking. Tammy did a great job. You were everywhere I think you were asked, but that can't fall on your shoulders. So it's going to take some money, and we're going to have to start raising that quickly and get everybody going. So it's unanimous that we're going to the November ballot.
You haven't made that final decision yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now we'll start the process for
I
that.
think it's unanimous that we're not putting anything on the May ballot.
Let's go that way.
That's what the question is today.
Yeah.
And then if you wish to direct staff to begin that process to put together the ballot title, all those things. Your deadline for filing with the clerk is August 14th. I just went upstairs and found that out. So the process begins not too far into the future, and it's going to sneak up on us. So you'll be holding public hearings most likely at the end of July to consider putting something on the November ballot in the way of an operating levy. So, but the question today is, do you put something on the May ballot? Sounds like the answer is no, but you guys got to vote.
So we have a motion.
So we need a motion to not put it on the advisory question in May. I'd make that motion.
I don't think it's necessary, but
Not necessary, okay.
if you take no action to affirmatively put anything on the ballot, then you're
So
good.
the answer is no, not for me, unanimous.
No.
Good. Let's take a look and
Okay.
something for November. And I could have made this a whole lot quicker. My wife was been done. Okay. With that said, is there a need for an executive session?
Yes, sir. The board will meet in executive session pursuant to ORS 192-660 sub 2D to conduct deliberations with persons designated by the governing body to carry on labor negotiations.